Hello everyone. The story I'm going to share today is One Wrong Thought, a Lifetime of Regret. In ancient China, a young man named Fu Shentong lived in Shu State. His parents died when he was young. To make a living, he herded cattle for a rich family. His life was hard, and he barely had enough to eat. He often saw a Taoist passing by the fields where he grazed cows. He felt that the Taoist must be wise and good, and so he very much wanted to meet him. A few years passed. One day, the Taoist walked directly to him and asked, "Do you want to be my disciple?" Shentong replied, "Yes, very much." The Taoist took him to the waterside and said, "Do you dare to go into the water?" Facing the rolling waves, he was a little nervous because he didn't know how to swim. But he was so determined to practice Taoism, and then he jumped into the water without hesitation. After they got into the water, the Taoist said, "You just follow me and do not be afraid." They walked in the water for a while, and Shentong thought, "Where is your home? Why do you still have to walk through the water?" He was puzzled when a Taoist temple appeared in front of him. In an instant, the water had disappeared, and his clothes were not wet at all. When he entered the Taoist temple, Shentong saw that the temple was clean and tidy, and there was a medicine pot and an alchemy stove. Many immortal pills were hidden under the bed. The Taoist showed Shentong how to turn a stone into gold, and he told him to watch the alchemy stove when he left the temple. 3 years passed, and Shentong was more than 20 years old. He started to think about returning to the ordinary world. One day, when the Taoist left, he took some immortal pills and hid them away. When the Taoist returned and found some of the pills were missing, he immediately asked Shentong where the pills were. Before Shentong could answer, the Taoist sighed and said, "I planned to teach you the essence of practicing Taoism, but you've behaved so disrespectfully. How can I teach you? Although you have learned a variety of spells, but they are not a secret of being immortal." Then he asked Shentong to leave the temple. Shentong felt very happy as he hurried away. However, the road was rugged and hard to walk, so he ate the pills to increase his strength. Because of the supernormal powers of the pills gave him, he was able to walk more than 70 days before he reached human society. Soon after he returned, he became tired of the human world and started to miss practicing Taoism. When he heard that the Taoists often went to Kaiyuan Temple in the Shu State, he went there immediately and asked if he could stay at the temple and practice. The head of the temple agreed. Later, as soon as he heard that the Taoist was coming, Shentong waited for him. But even though he waited dozens of times, he didn't see the Taoist. Finally, Shentong gave the temple servants 100 kilogram gold and asked them to let him know as soon as the Taoist came. The servants came to get Shentong several times, but no matter how quickly he ran, he still was not able to see the Taoist. At the beginning, because he had very good enlightenment potential, so the Taoist chose him as his disciple. Unfortunately, when he stole the immortal pills, he lost his chance to become immortal. This story tells us that cultivation is both secret and serious. To leave the human world and enter the immortal world, one has to go through strict tests. Even a man with such a strong foundation as Shentong was polluted by human society. Why didn't his master want to see him? He had deceived his master, and this is the big thing, not even mentioning to cultivate. In this way, he would have to reincarnate a new life to eliminate his karma. And when he can get a human body again, whether he can meet the master who can help him, this is really enough for him to regret for the rest of his life. Thank you very much for listening to the story. More touching stories will be ready for you if you just subscribe it. Thank you again.